Some of us have an uncanny ability to find ourselves trapped in unfulfilling relationships. They often start with hope, excitement, and promise, only to unravel over time, leading to emotional distance, a lack of affection, and sometimes even betrayal. When these red flags appear, most people would know to walk away. But for others, this is when our misguided sense of hope takes over. We tell ourselves that our partner's coldness is temporary, that their broken promises will one day be fulfilled. They may have been cruel, but they apologized last week, so surely they'll change. We cling to the memory of the early days when they were kind, attentive, and affectionate. To outsiders, our unwavering faith in an unreliable partner seems irrational, even desperate. Why do we stay? Why do we keep believing that if we just try a little harder, send one more heartfelt message, or have one more conversation, everything will change? The answer lies in our past. Many of us grew up in environments where love was inconsistent, where affection was a reward for good behavior rather than something freely given. As children, we couldn't accept that the people we depended on were flawed and incapable of consistent love. Instead, we blamed ourselves. We convinced ourselves that if we just behaved better, tried harder, or proved our worth, we'd finally earn their love and attention. This mindset followed us into adulthood. We mistake inconsistency for passion. We hold on to the false hope that someone who has let us down time and time again will suddenly become the loving partner we deserve. We rationalize bad behavior, convincing ourselves that every small act of kindness is proof that change is coming. It's as if we are trapped in a cycle of emotional gambling, investing in something that rarely gives back, but feeling too deep in to walk away. Imagine standing outside in the cold, waiting for a bus that was supposed to arrive hours ago. It hasn't come, and deep down, you know it probably never will. But you tell yourself that leaving now would mean all the waiting was for nothing. So you stay shivering, refusing to accept the truth, that you deserve better than to be left out in the cold. Or think of a child holding onto a broken toy, convinced that with just the right amount of glue and effort, it can be made whole again. The child refuses to see that some things, once shattered, cannot be fixed, at least not in the way they hope. The same is true for some relationships. No amount of effort will turn an unkind person into a loving one. Some people are simply not capable of the love and kindness we need. No matter how much we try to analyze their behavior, make excuses for them, or hope for a turnaround, their patterns will remain the same. The only question we need to ask ourselves is, are they kind to us? If the answer is no, or only sometimes, it's time to walk away. We must stop believing that love is about suffering and patience. Real love is steady, consistent, and kind. It should not feel like a constant test of endurance. The people who truly care about us don't require us to beg for their warmth. They give it freely. The past may have conditioned us to expect love to be painful, but we have the power to rewrite that script. We are not obligated to keep waiting for the bus that will never come. We are free to walk away, to find something better, to find someone who offers us love without conditions or suffering. And that is exactly what we deserve. In the end, love is not meant to be a relentless test of endurance. It should not feel like walking through a maze, hoping that around the next corner, things will finally get better. Love is not a prize we must earn through suffering, nor is it a puzzle we must solve to be worthy. True love is steady, kind, and nurturing. It is not found in grand promises, but in consistent actions. It is not about waiting for potential to materialize, but about recognizing who someone is today. If kindness is absent, if respect is lacking, if your heart is more exhausted than fulfilled, then the answer is clear. You deserve better. Walking away from toxic patterns is not a failure. It is an act of self-respect. It is choosing to break free from cycles that no longer serve you and making space for something healthier, something real. So take a deep breath, trust your worth, and remember, love should not be a battlefield. It should be a place of peace. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.